morning. Welcome. Dzień dobry. Welcome to Wellsday, your favorite day of the week for all HR, health, and well-being professionals. My name is Michał. I'm the co-host of Wellsday, and today with me is Przemek, still co-host. Hello, Przemek.
Bonjour, dzień dobry, sawadee hola. Good morning. It's nice to see you, Michał. We had like a 2 weeks break, I think, after our premiere material regarding the trends for 2025. I hope, guys, you watched this because two trends already been met, I think, and came to life.
So.
Yeah,
I think so. Maybe even three. Well, the situation, as we said, is quite dynamic.
it's very dynamic. Considering that President Trump is been a president for last 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I think. So it's very dynamic situation, and two trends were actually met in the real life, and I'm talking about DEI and the green energy resources, which will affect the lives of all people around. So if you haven't seen this material, please watch it because there are still 8 trends. Oh, sorry, not 8, 7 trends because there were 9 altogether. Still 9 trends to be met in 2025, and be prepared for it.
And who knows, maybe in the next few weeks we're going to see, meeting those trends or emerging new trends. Who knows? So the situation is changing dynamically, but we're not going to be talking about trends today. Although it's kind of connected because all those trends and situation that's happening is a lot of happening in the world. And also, I was just thinking that in Europe you've got winter, and I've heard some really, really cold weather in Poland. It's quite hot here in Australia, in New Zealand, but yesterday or 2 days ago it was quite gloomy as well. It's a typical Auckland weather. You've got sun, and 5 minutes later you've got rain and it's dark, and then 15 minutes later it's already sun again. But it can really affect your mood. So today I would like to talk about mood boosters. And there are two neurotransmitters or hormones, which is dopamine and serotonin. And they really can affect, or the levels in your in your body can affect your well-being and can help shape your well-being. So we're going to talk about those two. Hopefully we're going to share some more information about it. I'm not a GP. I don't have medical degree. So I can only know what I know from the internet and what I've read on my uni as well.
And I think also from your working experience, because you've got like this year will be 20 years, 19 years of work experience. So you can say something about your motivation and energy at the workplace.
Absolutely. But that is something that we don't quite often realize, like what affects our mood, what affects our motivation. There's a lot of different theories. So we're going to talk about that from a dopamine and serotonin perspective. So I'm going to kick us off and just say a couple of things about what I know about dopamine and serotonin, and feel free to jump in to tell everyone what you think or what you know, what I didn't cover. Those are the two. So dopamine and serotonin are two neurotransmitters. They're in our bodies. Everyone has them, different levels, and they affect our mood, well-being, and motivation, as we said. So dopamine is what is called a feel-good neurotransmitter, which is crucial for experience of pleasure and reward. So there's different habits, for example, that we can set up to get our sense of reward or achieving goals. When we make a decision, some people get the thrill when they tick off something from the to-do list. I'm one of those people. And when you do that, you don't even realize that it injects dopamine from your brain to your bloodstream, and then you feel good about it. So that's something that can help you with focus, with your motivation and achieving goals. Now, serotonin is a different neurotransmitter, and some people call it like a happiness hormone because it does regulate your mood, your behavior, social behavior, so how you interact with others. It can also affect your appetite and sleep, which is directly linked to your well-being. Like if It's a good example. I didn't have a good night's sleep today. My dog woke me up at 3 a.m. And she wanted to go out, and it's like I was really mad. Like my cortisol is another thing, went really high. But definitely sleep deprivation and interrupting with sleep, not good. And so serotonin also regulates those, say, how we what's our appetite, our sleep patterns, our behaviors as well. And in general, people say also that this is responsible for stability. So how stable our mood are. If we have a quick shifts in mood, that's something wrong probably with our serotonin levels. So that's my quick overview of dopamine, serotonin. Did I miss something?
I think that the only thing that can be added to your to what you say is that serotonin is also connected with the stress management. You mentioned about cortisol, but you just really fast skip this topic, but it is really important because cortisol levels, so stress levels, are really, really important in our workplaces. I mean, also in our personal lives as well, but in the workplace, if you are too stressed to manage to handle some tasks, you don't perform in the best way you
Mm,
can. Therefore, I would also point out that serotonin is connected with the stress management, and
mm,
uh, and probably if you've got a very stressful job or you stress yourself very much in your life, you can tweak something with the serotonin levels to help you be more calm, well balanced, and relaxed.
mhm. Nice. And just for, I think, worth adding, if we're talking about hormones and cortisol as well, you got another one, which is adrenaline, right? So a little bit of adrenaline can help you be more productive, more energized, and it's actually good. But prolonged stress, so when you feel overwhelmed day after day after day, that can lead to your cortisol levels being high, and it just adrenaline comes and goes. Cortisol stays in your bloodstream in your body for longer, which can be damaging because, as you know, a lot of things that happen in our bodies are whenever we feel sick or we are sick. So any diseases also are caused by stress. So that directly affects our immune system. But why are we even talking about this now? And I was thinking about it, it's February, and we are post this weird time of January, which was back to work, and people still forgetting of their passwords and don't know what to do. And then suddenly, boom, you've got 5, 10, 15 different projects, and you can get overwhelmed. And even if you're ticking them quickly, like your task, your dopamine levels going up, you might feel that your serotonin levels are not as they were, they're lower, and you start feeling overwhelmed. Might lead to burnout, um, especially when I'm thinking of Europe. You've got no sun, and sun is a big contributor to how we feel, our mood, and it can affect the levels of serotonin in our blood or in our bodies as well. I think it's worth mentioning those. So we are building self-awareness, not to blame that, oh, I feel bad, so my serotonin levels are low and I don't have anything to do about it. There are things that we can do. And that's, I think, the purpose of today would be to share a little bit more of what those neurotransmitters are, but also what we can do to make sure that, well, we get the levels of our dopamine and serotonin up. And I'm not talking about eating the whole bar of chocolate, which can be a good short term.
No,
But
here's the break for our sponsor, which is the big brand of producer of the supplement. No, I'm kidding. We are not referring to any kind
we're
of
still
brand,
waiting
and
for the sponsor.
yeah, we are not giving you any recommendations about the pills and supplement consumption.
No.
But what we can recommend you is to be more focused on yourself regarding the natural processes that can happen in your body. And this also includes mental health practices like meditation, like exposure to the sunlight, which was mentioned by Michał just a moment before. Uh, According to the Robert Kennedy Jr., one of his one of his speeches during the interview I heard last week. He said that it is recommended. I mean, I cannot point you the reference point of this recommendation from him, but it came from the Robert Kennedy Jr. So currently the America's health minister, right?
Mhm.
A secretary, and he said that you should spend at least 20 minutes on the sunlight exposure each day to help your body harmonize all the processes that are going through inside. So we know already that sun regulates the level of hormones in your body and helps, for example, to recover faster, not only for your mental levels like serotonin or dopamine, but also inflammations that are in the body, improve your sleep during the night or the moment of your recovery. So I think this will be, and this is one of the easiest way to help yourself for free.
I was gonna say, and it's free, and it's not about popping pills. Because to be fair, if there was a pill for dopamine and serotonin, I'll just grab them from time to time because I feel my mood is quite low. And this is the easiest way. But the easiest choice is not always the best choice. And if something so simple as going for a walk and be in the sun for 20 minutes can help, and it does help because I go for a walk with my dog as well every day, even if I don't want to. This is the moment when I go back and I'm actually feeling more energetic. The other thing that people can do is, and I know it's strange coming from me, I feel strange, it's exercise. So going to the gym, but not necessarily any physical activity, really can help boost dopamine and serotonin levels in our bodies. Really, sometimes it's just standing up from your desk if you're sitting for too long and you're feeling standing up, going for a walk, if even 5 minutes, it's good because you get into movement. So simple things like exercise, sunlight. What else we can do to boost our levels of dopamine, serotonin? What's on your list?
Uh, you have got to take regular breaks. So not only take
Hmm.
short breaks at work, but take them regularly on a regular basis, just to accustom your body uh, to the permanent movement. I mean, because when you're sitting 8 hours, I mean, in a long ride, in a long haul, uh, all the systems in your body are like in a stasis. So your sarcovascular system is down. I mean, not down permanently down, but it's slowed down, right?
Yep.
And your heart rate is down, is limited. You also put your, I mean, gaining some body posture while working, like being, for example, twisted at the front of the monitor, um, can cause muscle tensions and skeletal tensions. Uh, have I said it right?
Muscles, so muscle skeletons,
Yes. I
skeletal
mean,
muscle.
okay. Thank you. So, yes, there will be some tensions, and that in a long term can cause inflammations in your body as well. And therefore, the taking, I mean, regular at time of taking breaks, that you've got,
Mm.
for example, for each 2 hours you take 10 minutes break or 15 minutes break to walk around, to stretch a bit, to take some deep breaths, to focus on something, just to look at something different than your screen monitor. It's really essential.
Mhm. So, so you got exercise, we've got sunlight, we've got movement, as you say. Mindfulness, you touch base on that. That's also one of the techniques you can use to boost your levels of serotonin, dopamine. Um, because if you well, eat mindful eating or meditation, I'm not good at meditation, I need to say, but mindfulness you can do anywhere and anytime really. Just being mindful, it does bring you a sense of calmness, and it can promote a good well-being as well, right, for you. One more thing that I wanted to mention is diet, which I just had pizza, so I'm just thinking, is it good coming from me? But hey, one day a week, we have a cheat day. This is today. Um, but food, as we know, whatever we put to our bodies, it affects our well-being. It affects everything that's happening, with our bodies. And there's specific food types that you can eat for to boost your dopamine and serotonin levels. And these are foods high in tryptophan. That's what I say, which basically are nuts, seeds, and tofu as well. So they support serotonin production, and a full of say protein-rich foods is good for your dopamine. So if you're eating only carbs, 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 that's what I mentioned about this eating bar of chocolate. It can help you just to feel better in the first
It
10
dep
minutes.
but it also depends how many chocolate is in this chocolate. I mean, cocoa in this chocolate. If it's like a
True.
dark chocolate with 75% or more pure raw chocolate inside, I mean, cocoa, it's good because chocolate is also known for its inflammation processes.
Mhm.
So it helps you with all the damage that is caused inside. But overeating of something that is called chocolate and it's got only 20 or 25%, and the first ingredient on the list is sugar and oil or palm oil. I mean, doesn't
Yeah,
matter which oil is it. It's not a chocolate at all.
no,
I mean, not a pure chocolate.
no. And that's I think it's key is moderation, like with everything. Keep things in balance. Having a chocolate from here and now and then, it's not a bad thing. Having pizza, it's not a bad thing. If you eat pizza every day, then it's probably that could be an issue, right? Because that's not a good diet. But going back to the what we discussed, our mood boosters. When we feel down, when we feel um, overwhelmed and just don't feel like doing anything, I mentioned the exercise. It's good because it's breaking the habit of just, oh, I don't have energy to go. Yeah, I know that it will give me energy if I go, for example, to the gym, but I really don't have energy to go. Breaking that and just trying, and I did that a couple of times, I must say. I went to the gym, I spent there 5 minutes, and I went back. It's just the habit of going there because I really don't feel like doing anything, but I made an effort just to go there, and that became a habit of going to the gym more often, even if it's half an hour or an hour workout, I'm still feeling better because I did something for myself, for my body, as a and my I might not even realize that this is my dopamine and serotonin level, but I do feel more energized and better in general. So that's going back to exercise, but then the other thing, so we got exercise, we got diet, we got sunlight, we got meditation, and number five of my list, the boosters, is sleep. So 8 hours of sleep. It's actually the sleep deprivation is the worst thing, but if you have a good night's sleep, enough sleep, it can help regulate all different things in your body, all different hormones, not only dopamine and serotonin, but this is keep things in balance. That's the most important thing. Uh, and if you have disrupted sleep, bad sleep, not enough sleep, um, you just won't gonna be imbalanced. Like your hormonal hormones in your bodies will be imbalanced. It's important to keep that sleep levels on a good level, well, whatever works for you. Uh, I still, I have friends who say that they sleep like 5 hours a night, and I just can't imagine doing that. I sleep 7 to 8 hours, and sometimes Saturday 10, which is
More.
also bad, which is also bad. But during the week, it's important, and sleep quality, not only quantity, but quality will be important here.
Well,
Uh,
sleeping is also connected with the sunlight as well, because here we touch another hormone that is called
mm,
melatonin, and
mm,
which is mostly known for being a sleep hormone. But it's not only the sleep hormone; it's more advanced in several affections of other processes in our body. But just focusing on sleep, many people in Europe, especially in the winter, I mean autumn winter months, take the supplement called melatonin, and it's
mm,
heavily advertised in the TV because it's not prescribed. it's available as a supplement that you can buy on the go in the store or in the pharmacy, but you don't have any, it's not an RX drug that it's prescribed by pharmacist. So yeah, on this side you can supplement by yourself. It's, I mean, just to underline, we are not a health health graduates, and we don't have any medical diplomas and so on. But what we know and what we can observe from our self side, um, that sun really affects the way you sleep, how you sleep, the way you go sleep, and this exposure to the light is a huge topic that I think it's been developed for the several past last years, but also will be developed in the future, especially in this year as well, because of the sun well-being. Um, and also regarding the napping, a hint from my side. I
Mhm.
too have power naps during the day because I've got a pleasure to work from I mean, remotely work from different places, and I always try to have a 20 minutes power nap a day, and it
Nice.
totally changes the way I mean, the way you are more effective, and even it can even influence your social contacts at work or personal contacts as well. Sometimes it's really impossible to I mean, to stay super focused for 12 hours, 14 hours, 10 hours, because
Mm.
you are overloaded with tasks and responsibilities. So you can feel overwhelmed, as Michał said. Therefore,
Mm.
you need a short reset that it will, I mean, the power nap it will not lead to fall in the deep sleep, but it will
Mhm.
be enough time just to have a refresh for your brain to
Mhm.
regain your focus and your creativity and also power for functioning as well.
Nice. I like this when you said about restarting. I did have a nap, um, mini nap today, like just an hour ago, which was quite helpful. I feel more energetic as well, or energized. But it is just going back to this point about keeping things in balance. If you say you keep working for 12 hours a day, let's say, or 8 even, but we stand up and you can't stay focused for longer periods because you're just becoming ineffective and it doesn't serve well you or anyone around you. Having this power nap can help you restore the balance. And as we spoke speaking today about the hormones, that's also, I believe, and this is again, it's not a medical fact that I know of, but just speaking from a personal experience, that can really help with staying focused, being more effective, being having more energy, and that's what I believe. It's the restart. I like this word when you say it. It's just you go there somewhere and you restart. You can start fresh or refresh or restart. Really like that.
Uh, my attitude towards energy, I mean, managing energy levels is to always listen to your body. If you feel totally exhausted, it's okay to have a break, and you should have a break. I mean, and to have this break without any regrets and forcing, I mean, blaming yourself for not being uh, 100% efficient for 12, 10, 8 hours. Because, I mean, yes, maybe it's written somewhere that you should have 8 hours capacity of your best performance uh, in one, I mean, in one line, right? I mean, in the long haul. But the question is, everybody is a bit different. So you've got some um, predispositions to, for example, sometimes being um, faster in doing something or more efficient in doing something. But some people also tend to have their energy drained off earlier than others, and it's okay, it's not your fault. So I think the key to have those levels of serotonin and dopamine maintained on the appropriate levels is to give yourself an allowance to rest when your body communicates you that you should rest, and not feel guilty about this, but feel okay that you are in line with your body harmonics, and that you understand your body completely.
Mhm.
So, and also that you react properly to your body signals. And I think this is the key information that should be kept from this recording today, that it's okay uh, to allow yourself to be well balanced.
Mhm. I like that. And listening to your body, that's super important. And I say taking breaks, listen to your body and respond to what your body tells you. That's super important. Um, and all the other, say, boosters or ideas that we shared today, that you can use to balance your level of serotonin and dopamine. Next time, maybe when you feel a little bit down or feel overwhelmed, maybe you remember, yep, okay, I'm just gonna stand up and do something or go for a walk. Hopefully, there will be a little bit of sun that you can use a good weather. Uh, and perhaps instead of unhealthy snack, you can think of, okay, I'm just gonna have an apple, or maybe I'm just gonna have a handful of nuts for my
Or
dopamine
healthy
levels,
walk, or healthy walk.
or
Because
healthy one.
it's not only about being the to have the good weather, because also you are exposed to the sunlight, even if it's a cloudy day. I mean, the level of the light is limited, but it's still going through the clouds, so you can absorb it as well. Yeah, guys, if you've got any, would you like to ask more? I mean, to add something more?
No, I think we have plenty of those, and maybe this is not. I'm just gonna say it's not a rocket science. Maybe you've heard it before, but I think it's important to refresh your knowledge, and sometimes we just forget that this is what's happening in our bodies. So
Hmm.
having this as a reminder, and as I said, if you can have a one takeaway from today, listen to your body, respond to what your body tells you. Don't ignore it and give yourself permission to do that. That will be a key takeaway from today. So that will be last words from me today.
Uh, Guys, if you've got also some good recommendations, what do you do to keep your levels of hormones and appropriate levels? Just write your ideas and recommendations in the comments, and also maybe you would like to share this video with your friends who you think that they are totally out of control regarding the well-balanced life and work life as well. And if you like this material, please remember to give us a thumb up, to also subscribe to our channel, and yeah, that's all, I think, for today. So thank you for being with us on Wellsday, and we strongly encourage you to be on the other Wellsday with us again.
Right,
Bye bye.
take care. Bye.
Bye bye. And